Hello kids, I hope all of you are safe and at peace. Today we are going to learn about the topic photosynthesis. So what exactly is photosynthesis? Every organism need energy to survive and they get this energy from the food they eat. Every organism including me, including you, plants, animals need energy for their survival. But where do we get this energy from? We get this energy from whatever food we eat. Now we eat plants as food, animals as food. But what do the plants eat as food? They prepare their own food. And how do they do this? They do this by a process called as photosynthesis. So basically photosynthesis, if I break the word, photo means to do with light, synthesis means to make. So photosynthesis is the way that the plants make food using energy from light. Photosynthesis occurs in leaves. So we get to know that photosynthesis requires light for preparing the food and it occurs in the leaves of the plants. After light, what else it requires? It also requires water. Now where does this water comes from? This water comes from the soil present. The third thing required is carbon dioxide. Now where does this carbon dioxide comes from? The carbon dioxide comes from the air. Plants make food and oxygen during photosynthesis. Plants not only make food for themselves, but oxygen, which is very important for us, is also made during photosynthesis. So basically you can define photosynthesis as a process where they use carbon dioxide, water and light and prepare their own food and oxygen. The next concept we are going to understand is biomass. Now, whatever food I am eating, whatever energy I am getting, I am using it for various purposes like talking, running, walking, all such processes. But what do the plants do of this energy? What do? They make the new cells, they make the new tissues which are required for their own growth. So basically any material which is made up of living cells and tissues is termed as biomass. If you can see in the diagram as well, there is grass, there is log of wood, there is corn, there is tree. All these things which are made up of live cells and tissues are called as biomass. Now we are continuously talking about leaf, but what is present inside the leaf which helps for photosynthesis? So that substance is called as chlorophyll. Most of the leaves are green, and why they are green? Because they contain a green pigment called as chlorophyll. But you might be wondering, what is pigment? Pigment is a colored substance. So green pigment, it does means green colored substance. Chlorophyll is essential in photosynthesis. But why is it essential? Because it actually helps the leaf to capture energy from the sunlight and perform the photosynthesis. This is how the small cells of chlorophyll looks like in a leaf. Now we are again talking about leaf, but we also need to understand the structure of the leaf. If you observe, the first part of the structure is a leaf stalk. What is a leaf stalk? Leaf stalk is a point where it is attached to the plant. The second structure, the second part is veins. Now what do these veins do? They actually carry water to the cells of the leaf. Water is coming from the soil to the plant, is carried by the veins to each cell of the leaf, and this actually also helps to support and form a flat structure that usually leaves have. The third point you need to remember is, why are leaves green? Because they contain chlorophyll, which is a green colored pigment. The fourth part we need to remember is, most leaves are very thin. You must have always observed the leaves are very thin. The thickness is very less. Why? And because of that, all the light which is present can easily reach all the cells of the leaf, and all the chlorophyll cells can then perform photosynthesis. Next topic we are understanding is inside a leaf. Now we have understood the structure outside the leaf, external structure, but what is present inside the leaf? What is the internal structure of the leaf? Now there are various parts in the internal structure. We'll see it one by one. First part is upper epidermis. What exactly is upper epidermis? It protects the cells inside the leaf. All the cells present inside the epidermis can be protected using this upper epidermis. Then there is palisade layer. This is the most important layer in the cell of a leaf. What is this layer? This layer is contains cell which do most of the photosynthesis, and hence it is very very important. Then there is spongy layer. If you can observe in the diagram, spongy layer has lot of space between the cells. They are very very far away, and that's why it contains lot of air, and the same reason it is called as spongy layer. What do the spongy layer cells do? They do small amount of photosynthesis. Then there is stoma. Now where is the stoma present? The stoma is present in the lower epidermis. It is just a tiny hole in the lower epidermis. What does this tiny hole do? This tiny hole actually allows CO2 to get into the leaf, which is required for photosynthesis. Then the next part is vein. Now we have also seen in the external structure that vein supplies water to each cell of the leaf. This is a similar use here as well. Then there is lower epidermis. Lower epidermis is the last layer of the leaf, and it does the same function as the upper epidermis, that is protecting all the cells of the leaf. So this was all about photosynthesis, children. We will be learning about more such concepts in the next lecture. Thank you so much for watching. Keep watching.